pleasant good morning and welcome to your Wednesday serving of the Sugar City Morning Show. It gives me great pleasure without no measure to be here in your company. My name is Dylan Jones. What's yours? Emmanuel Martinez here with us this morning.
Morning, D.
Everything blessed.
Thank you. Yes. How is it with you?
Brock,
Brock?
yeah, suffer
It's
Brock Pocket syndrome.
Brock Pocket
Yeah,
syndrome.
or Brock Pocket
But
depression.
the
But I
thing
got
is that
life.
it's only temporary.
No, I got life.
Oh, that's true. That's
got
that's
life.
an even better way to look at it. You have life.
BPS.
Yes.
Brock Pocket syndrome. Some we have pea at our house. We don't got no bread for eating. Wash the pea and eat and rich so you will know easier.
Yeah, with an IFA,
Oh
canteen,
yes, yeah.
Or even if
eat
that
salt
if
and
you
lime.
could buy dollar water galletas,
Or you know what?
saltinas.
You ever got, I want to take on the opportunity quickly because we're not for too much before we pray, but you ever gone and buy dollar Rubens bread?
I don't think so. I don't ever recall doing
You get like five nice bread for dollar, you know.
that.
We don't know how Roberts do it. For real, I encourage everybody to go buy Roberts bread. You know, because they've been feeding this town for years. And I forget to plug in because, you know, everybody sell like one bread this size, see? And I sell about, yeah, it's almost the size of
handful,
my hand, yeah. For like 50 cents. You know, like $5 I don't know how indeed. You could buy $2 Roberts bread and eat for morning, noon, and evening. That's the best way to feed your family. Robbins Bakery, Fonseca Street. Money, pick up yourself. Anyway, before we go any further, we need to jump into a blessing to our lead reverends this morning. Emmanuel, lead us in a word of prayer.
Yes. Y ante todo, quiero saludar a toda nuestra gente beliceña, nuestra gente de Orange Drop. Muy buenos días, compañeros, muy buenos días. Un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana, el 26 de agosto, y exactamente las 7:05. Gracias por la sintonía, gracias por el privilegio nos dan de poder entrar hasta sus casas, el privilegio de sintonizarlos mientras que estén en sus vehículos. Gracias por esa confianza que nos tienen. Hoy, como repito, es el 26 de agosto y empezamos como siempre lo hacemos aquí, agradeciéndole a nuestro Dios, a nuestro Creador, por todas las bendiciones que nos da. Mucha gente me pregunta, Emmanuel, tú rezas mucho, ya me cansé de escuchar todo. Les digo, lo siento, pero yo voy a continuar haciéndolo toda mi vida, porque al final del día, eso es lo que a mí me nace hacer. Porque suficiente evidencia tengo de la presencia de Dios en mi vida, que es un milagro. Y al final del día quiero compartir eso. Y ojalá y todos tengan, hagan la decisión de hacerlo igualmente. Buenos días a todos. Hoy tomo tiempo aparte de decir, Padre, gracias. Gracias por todas tus bendiciones. Hoy tenemos vida, hoy tenemos buena salud. Hoy, Padre, tenemos las fuerzas para poder salir a chambear. Gracias, Padre, por todas las bendiciones que nos das, no solo a mí, pero a mis familiares, a mis compañeros de trabajo, a todas las personas que me rodean, a mis amistades, todos. Padre, gracias por todo esto. Gracias por tu amor eterno. Tú nos das justamente lo que necesitamos, porque a través de tu eterna y sabiduría, Padre, nos das justo lo que necesitamos. No lo que queremos, pero lo que necesitamos. Padre, te damos gracias por tu justicia, con el que siempre podemos contar. A veces nos pones a prueba, Padre, pero hay que siempre confiar en esa justicia divina, que siempre cumples. Padre, también gracias por tu perdón que nos ofreces a través de la preciosa sangre de Jesucristo. Gracias, Padre. Hoy te alabamos, hoy te bendecimos, Padre, agradecidos por todo lo que haces por nosotros. Padre, hoy pedimos no por nosotros, pero por aquellas personas que más lo necesitan. Las personas enfermas, bien en los hospitales o en sus casas, donde estén. Padre, también para aquellas personas que están sin hogares, que están sin comer, que están desilusionadas, deprimidas. Padre, tráelos cerca de ti, ayúdalos, guíalos, cúbrelos con tu gracia. Padre, también todas aquellas personas que todavía aún siguen en adicciones, en alcoholismo y drogadicción. Haz en ellos el milagro, Padre, para que puedan tener el cambio en sus vidas, un cambio positivo en sus vidas. Gracias, Padre, por todas estas bendiciones que nos das. Gracias por el milagro que has hecho en mi vida. Gracias por el milagro de hoy. Mañana será otro. Gracias, Padre, te bendecimos y alabamos. Amén.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for those words and prayers. You know, we have to break off the morning with reverence, you know, and we thank and keep our prayers and ask for more blessings for all the prayer warriors in this country, because we have a lot of prayer warriors in this country that get down on their knees every day and pray. I'm having a little difficulty with this mic. Just 1 second. We have our prayer warriors, I was saying, who pray. So, but thank God for that. You know, Emmanuel, that we woke up to beautiful weather again.
And just before you go into that, you know, the trick to prayers is one word: sincerity.
Yeah.
You have to be sincere.
Yeah.
And when you are able to be sincere and honest with yourself, then you begin to have that contact with Almighty Father. That and only then will you have that contact with Him, when you are sincere.
Righteous brother. Righteous. We woke up to good weather this morning, although we got some the hurricane out or bad weather.
Well, it's not even close to us.
You know, not close to it, but it's out there.
Yeah.
And we want to know how we stand today. Talk to me.
Okay, sure.
But before we do that, I want to remind you that the report is brought to you the kind courtesy of Drummond Vegas and Sons. Reminding you of the grand raffle for the 4th of September. 1 marble stove and 1 40-inch flat screen TV per district will be raffled. All you got to do is purchase your La Costera products and baby and pampers in stores countrywide and get in the raffle to win one of these items. I think we will have 9 stoves, 9 stoves and
yes.
6 television, no? Something to that effect. But big giveaways courtesy of German Vegas and Sons. Also, Albion's Bus Line, Youth Connection Band, Hungryman Barbecue, Aqua Purified Water. The weather report brought to you by Emmanuel Martinez.
Thank you, Dylan. Y de nuevo, muy buenos días. Again, good morning to all the people who have just tuned in. If you have just tuned in, I want to wish you all the best during today. It's exactly 11 minutes after 7 o'clock, folks. Exactamente las 7:11. Agradecidos siempre por la sintonía que nos dan. Si nos acaban de sintonizar, muy buenos días. Muy buenos días. This is the weather report for today, the 26th of August. And incidentally, today marks exactly 31 years that my old man died. Exactly 31 years. He died on this date in 1984. Exactly to that date. At 6 o'clock, folks, the general situation was mainly fair and warm weather prevailing. The 24-hour forecast, mostly sunny and warm today, guys. Showers, if any, will be isolated with the chance of an isolated afternoon thunderstorm inland. It's going to be partly cloudy tonight with isolated showers or thunderstorms, but mainly in the south. The winds, light and variable this morning, becoming easterly at 5 to 10 knots this afternoon. The sea state, light up. The outlook, guys, outlook for Thursday, which is tomorrow and Thursday night, is for continuing mainly fair and warm weather with only isolated showers and isolated thunderstorms developing. Temperatures, the high temperatures along the coast, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Inland, guys, 98 degrees Fahrenheit. And up in the hills, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. The lows along the coast, 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Inland, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. and up in the hills, still a cool 68 degrees Fahrenheit. The tides. There was a high tide just a little while ago at 6:35 this morning. There's another high at 8:08 tonight. There's a low tide at 1:56 this afternoon, and then there's another low at 1:12, 12 minutes after 1 tomorrow early in the wee hours of the morning. The sun sets today at 11 minutes after 6, and the sun rises tomorrow at 38 minutes after 5. In much the same manner, guys, the moon rises today at 3:35 this afternoon, and the moon sets at 3:19. But then that is until tomorrow morning in the wee hours of the morning. And we want to thank forecaster Gordon for that information. So, guys, it's telling us that it's going to be pretty sunny and warm today. But the interesting part is, and the significant part is, not so much interesting, but significant, is that it's going to be all the way up to 98 degrees today. Now, we do not have, and I just want to clarify, we do not have any imminent danger from any hurricane or any tropical storm here in Belize. The tropical storm is not coming our way, at least it's not predicted to come our way. It is going into the Hispaniola, through the Hispaniola and Puerto Rico and in that area. So just because I noticed that people were posting on Facebook, that some story about the hurricane, but just let me put this in perspective. This is a posting that was done some years ago, and it's no way a reflection of the present. In no way a reflection of the present. Compañeros, muy buenos días. Las 7:15 exactamente. Hoy, este es el reporte para hoy, el estado del tiempo. Esencialmente buen tiempo, caluroso para el día de hoy. Si hay chubascos, por las dudas tengamos, estos serán completamente aislados en el interior. Va a estar parcialmente nublado hoy por la noche, con la posibilidad de algún chubasco, tormenta, pero esencialmente en el sur del país. Aquí en el norte quizás tengamos un chubasquito otro, pero no está previsto esto. Los vientos bastante ligeros y variables esta mañana y volando desde el este de 5 a 10 nudos hoy por la tarde. El estado del mar ligeramente agitado. Se espera de que para mañana jueves y mañana jueves por la noche continuemos viendo este tipo de clima y bastante caluroso, bastante seco, con la posibilidad de algún chubasco, tormenta desarrollando, pero simplemente estos estarían bastante esparcidas, bastante aisladas. Las temperaturas altas para el país de Belice, por la costa 90 grados, en el interior 98 grados, por las colinas 84 grados Fahrenheit. Las bajas por la costa 78 grados, en el interior 72 y por las colinas, compañeros, ya empezamos a ver un descenso en esto, 68 grados Fahrenheit. Las mareas, hubo una marea a las 6:35 esta mañana, habrá otra, una marea alta, habrá otra a las 8:08 hoy por la noche, habrá una baja a la 1:56 hoy por la tarde y habrá otra a la 1:12, pero eso es hasta mañana por la madrugada. El sol se pone hoy a las 6:11, el sol sale en toda su gloria mañana a las 5:38, compañeros, como siempre lo hace. La luna igualmente se sale a las 3:35 hoy por la tarde y se pone a las 3:19 mañana temprano. Le damos las gracias al forecaster Gordon por esa información traída desde el Belize Weather Bureau. Compañeros, lo significativo es de que hoy estará bastante caluroso. Tomen mucha agua porque la temperatura aquí en el interior del país se elevará hasta 98 grados y como siempre digo, mucha cautela porque la humedad asociada con esa temperatura alta puede hacernos sentir como si estuviera en exceso de 100 grados. Así que Ese es un efecto de cuando se combina la temperatura alta con la humedad alta, pues provoca ese sentir como si fuera en exceso de 100 grados. Pero las personas ancianas tienen que cuidarse mucho, todos tenemos que mantenernos bastante hidratados. Ya, con eso es el reporte del tiempo, compañeros.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for the weather report. Couldn't have gotten into more detail. So while we continue getting a little heat depression, I ask you to drink a lot of water, aqua purified water. And the weather report brought to you by Hungerman Barbecue. Check out the Hungerman Barbecue Facebook page for the weekly menu. Youth Connection Band for booking, call 600-5769. And also Drummond Vegas and Sons, wholesalers and distributors of La Costanera products, Costanera oil made from canola, and the ever popular Sarita shortening. We take a commercial break and we'll be back with more for you. Today is Wednesday. We will be joined by Mr. Elodio Aragon Jr., who is also, we're getting the hope for get some good news this week on Guadalupe Street, because he's saying, I'll bring it through it, so all right, let's take a break.
It's going to be an interesting segment.
We will be right back with more for you. This is the Sugar City Morning Show. The time is exactly 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Stay safe, Belize.
The transformation continues as the government of Belize is now embarking on a massive rollout of Petro-Caribe funds to rural communities countrywide. Contracts have been signed for works to commence in several villages in the coming weeks. And that is just the beginning.
Petro-Caribe is coming to Trial Farm and Ladyville and San Narciso and Bella Vista and Socots and Independence and Esperanza and Bullet Tree and Carmelita, and it will not stop until every village constituency in the entire country would have received its fair share of Petro-Caribe.
Transforming lives, transforming Belize, a government for all.
Buster. They see you and how you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things ever run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
They say winning isn't everything. They say big man can't jump. They say there's not a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But let me tell you something. Winning is the way. Winning can change your life. Winning makes all the difference. But you gotta play the game to win the game. The main privilege, a lot of games. Buy your tickets today.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Go back to school with Digicel, with awesome 4G touchscreen phones to fit your lifestyle for as low as $149, like the Alcatel Pixie 3. Or get the style and function of a high-end Samsung or iPhone for less than half the price with a brand new Alcatel Idol for only $699. You have to come see this phone to believe it. Need a tablet to do your assignments? Try the Alcatel Pixie 7 for as low as $2.49 and lots more. And with each purchase, get a chance to win one of 3 fantastic back-to-school prize packages, courtesy the Angeles Press. Get more with Digicel as you get ready for back to school.
Get more, do more, love more, live more with Digicel.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get buff.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Dylan Jones here with us, with you all, along with Emmanuel Martinez. I want to say we're going to get straight into our sessions this morning. We're joined by 2 gentlemen from the Orange Walk East Division who is involved with the community at the level of Neighborhood Watch. Emmanuel?
Yes, certainly.
Get their
Well, it
names.
it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you guys and to welcome to the show Mr. Enrique Ayuso Jr. and Mr. Lorenzo Aldana. Both of these young men, and I dare say that they're young men, form part of what is the Jaguars Palmar Neighborhood Watch team. All of these initiatives are good and commendable, and therefore we have invited them to come along and so that they can expound a bit about what is the movement, how and why it was formed, and what plans do you have. Buenos días, ¿cómo están? Muy buenos días.
Muy buenos
y bienvenidos
días.
al show. La opción es de ustedes
Morning.
si quieren hablar en español o en inglés.
Muy
I'm
bien.
giving you that option entirely.
Okay.
So anybody would like to begin with that?
Yes. Good morning, everyone, and sir.
Sure.
I am Lorenzo Aldana from San Jose Nuevo Palmar, and the reason why San Jose Nuevo Palmar Jaguars Neighborhood Watch team formed was due to consistent problems that we had in the village itself.
Security
You know,
problems.
we had serious security problems, and that was in December 12th that the village had Hasta Aquí No Mas. And there was 2 shootings in that time. One was 26 rounds shot, and the other one was right at Mr. Ayuso's place, about 10 rounds fired. So due to that, the villagers decided that we have to form a neighborhood watch, and the police have assisted us by training some special constables. So along with 4 special constables and the villagers, we now keep an eye on the security. And
So just a quick question.
Yeah.
So your group has promoted 4 special constables that are going to be deployed in the area. Is that right?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
great initiative.
yes. These 4 special constables. Well, I have to say that the police really assisted us in training them, and they are employed partially in town and a few hours in the village. But this is the common thing that we would think that the problems are only exterior coming to Palmar. No, 90% of the problems that we have taken
born
care
from
of,
within.
they are from the village. Yeah, and that comes from assault or robbery to a person that we found dead in the village, and we had to see what to do with him. So almost about everything we have seen there in the village.
Just a quick question. When in terms of, you say it's a neighborhood watch, but to what extent does a neighborhood watch go? In other words, do you have specific boundaries from such a house to such a house? Or is it the entire village that you are doing the watch for?
Yes, it is the entire village, and Palmar is bounded by Louisiana in the north, and in the southern portion by by BSI and Bowen. So, and if you jump across by Adventist Church, jump across the highway, that is still Palmar.
Yes, I
So
know.
sometimes if we would be called to take care of a situation, we would go visit the place, and probably within 30 minutes we're out of there. So we would just continue patrolling the entire, Palmar. No one knows that, but we are there. We have the presence, and my number is 604-4411. Whenever someone needs something to do with security, they just call us, and
You mentioned something.
yeah.
Across the street from the Belize Corozal Road, across the street from Adventist School,
Yes.
on that street that is, I think, it's commonly referred to as Sally Alley,
Yeah.
Ordinance Street.
Right.
Are you telling me that the southern portion, in other words, going in on the left-hand side, that is Palmar as well?
Yes. Let me explain from the Boundary Road, what we call Boundary Road, moving west all the way until you come across the highway. You go right across the highway.
That's exactly my point.
Right.
That is Ordinance
Right,
Street.
right,
Okay.
that is-
So that is Palmar.
That is
Now, do
Palmar.
you do neighborhood watch in that area as well?
We had a case with the church that is somewhere back there, and they called us actually to go.
Oh, really?
And see, yeah. So all the other church that we had to take care of was the one by Come and Go. They reported about some robbery there, and we had to go there in the neighborhood. And like I say, sometimes we respond faster than the police.
But doesn't this the song all sound good and everything, but with the special constables yourself, I used to hear, but doesn't this put you in harm's way? I mean, you responding there to a crime in progress, right? You don't know what you're going to face. I mean, you all are taking, I'm not saying it's not good, but you're taking the neighborhood watch to another level now, all right? And is this encouraged? I mean, you're putting yourself in, suppose normally I learned years ago from an old magistrate that a thief is a murderer. Because in most cases they do whatever it takes, even get rid of you to let them get away.
You have a valid point.
That is why they are considered to be murder. Somebody broke in your house and you wake up and you sit there and whop in your head or hurt you bad so that they could get away, almost or sometimes killing the person. Now you're not a police officer. I know for a fact you're a teacher. Your effort is good, but you're nothing going to push the envelope a little bit too far, knowing that you're going to deal with criminal elements.
Okay, to start with, I was trained in the Belize Defense Force. I resigned as a lieutenant, so I have a certain, background and
You have ample background. You have ample
that
background.
fear of death in that manner, I think, doesn't scare me, Charlie. And yes, it shouldn't be that we should be exposing ourselves, but by us confronting the problem immediately. For example, about a month and a half, there was a couple shots fired also. I think that that alleviated the problem because the person didn't return. They fled, and it took about 30 minutes before the police reached. But we already cordoned the area, and we ensured that the shells won't be picked up, and the police could come and do their proper investigation there. So I think we have to expose ourselves sometimes in order to have security.
Well, I agree with you. I'm just saying
yes.
is that you have the experience, but I'm just saying be careful. That's my point.
Yeah.
Right.
Point taken.
I congratulate you guys, and I do take his comments and I put them, in its proper perspective, yes. But I guess at the end of the day, there has to be some preemptive move to try to solve the situation, like you correctly said. Enrique, how has it been? What have the results been like? Talk to us about, have you seen a drastic reduction? Has this neighborhood watch been effective?
Well, since the times that my colleague here mentioned and that we started, a lot of crime has been prevented, not only at the level of the thieves and so forth, but also domestic cases, even with the young people, some unruly young people. They have come in line, and we have seen a more secure village. We haven't had any much reported burglaries, only one or two. And yes, we are extending our activities to more than just neighborhood watch. We have been reaching out especially to the younger generation of our village in the form of the youth, the children. About 2 weeks ago, we had a successful field day for the kids since it was summertime. We all came out and we participated with the kids. We had a bike-a-thon, and it had good participation, and the kids came out, had fun, and we gave them all natural fruits, and so all donated by different people from the village. And we are planning another one on September the 6th. We are planning another activity for the kids of the village, and we are inviting everybody to come out. It's not only for Palmar. Anybody who wants to participate can come out.
Okay.
And we'll have like little field day activities for them. Also, since we are in the month of September, we'll be encouraging the participants to decorate their bicycles with the national colors and to kind of parade around the village. And then they will end up on the football field where we will have games and so for them. We'll also have tamales on sale. And speaking of sale, we're doing a series of activities that are leading towards us getting an official police booth. Well, we all know that the work that is going on in the East. I want to applaud the standard bearer, Mr. Elodio Aragon Jr. They have upgraded the football field with new bleachers, state-of-the-art bleachers like the one that Louisiana has. And we thought that since more people will be around that area, we wanted to have a police booth nearby, actually right across from the football field. We have
As a complement to the neighborhood watch program.
And since Mr. Aragon is the former commissioner of police, he supports fully this project. And one of the things that we are going to be doing is that this Friday night, we have worked together as well with the other Mr. Aragon, Mr. Adin Aragon, who has granted us a disco night at the High Five Club. So we're inviting the entire public to come out to the High Five Club on Friday night.
This is this Friday.
This Friday.
This is this Friday, the 28th of August.
Exactly. And so whatever proceeds we get at the gate will be going towards the building of this police booth. So we're inviting everybody. We have tickets as well available at $10 a piece. It's like an 80s night with a few modern music. And so we're inviting everybody to come out this. It's month-end, so everybody has money. And so whatever proceeds we get at the gate is going to go towards the building of this official police booth. We also have the support of the officer in charge, Mr. Selvin Tillett, who has been in the village to have about 3 meetings already with the villagers. They went on a house-to-house visit, and they also had village meetings with the village. And so we are pushing for these little activities so we can get support for the police booth. That's our aim at this time, to complement the work that's already taking place on the football field. And so we're asking for support for all these activities. We have the field day coming out on September the 6th. That same day we'll have tamales on sale at the village. And then we have this disco night this coming Friday at High Five nightclub. I'd like to thank both Mr. Aragon, Adin Aragon, for accepting, and also Mr. Elodio Aragon, the standard bearer, for getting us in touch with his brother to get this activity going. So we are reaching out for the entire community. Also, what we have done is that we are pairing up with Ms. Lupe from the NRH. We want to bring in health personnel.
This is Ms. Lupe
at the Northern Regional.
Mama Lupe.
Yes.
Mama Lupe.
Mama Gorda.
We want the children of our village, since they are starting school, for them to get a checkup, a health checkup. And if they need deworming, to get deworming. And if they need vitamins, to give them vitamins as the new school year starts. And we already are in process of finding out. I know that usually the NRH brings cohorts of medical doctors. And they have visited several villages. But after a number of years, they want to change and go to new communities. So we have applied so that whenever a new cohort of doctors come in, we have Palmar right there. We have a well-built community center with its own clinic area, so it can provide medical services for the village. So we have already applied so that whenever another cohort of doctors come in, they come into the village and do more specialized treatment for the village. So all of this, the neighborhood watch is involved in all of this. Apart from just doing neighborhood watch, we are helping with the kids' welfare, and we want to look at the health welfare of the entire community.
Wonderful.
And we are working hand in hand with our standard bearer, Mr. Aragon, who is fully in support of what we are doing.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear about all of the activities that you have been doing and are promoting for the future. And I see that in terms of the neighborhood watch, you have taken it on
Another level?
on another level, because at the end of the day, rather than just sitting for and addressing the situation as it arises, you have also taken a stand for preventive measures.
Exactly.
And avoiding. And this has been done, or is being done, I gather from what you're saying, through more community involvement and through. You want to say something?
Go ahead.
No, so more community involvement. So, it's good. It's good. Obviously, you need to raise funds to be able to fund all of your activities, and therefore you having all of these things. But I applaud what you have been doing. You have taken it all the way to a different level, and at the same time, like I said, being more involved with the community and addressing and helping to address and working along with other people who are currently in position to be able to bring. All what we want is to feel safe in our community. All that we want is to be in peace in our community, with ourselves and with our neighborhood, so we can walk our streets safely, because at the end of the day, is that what we want?
Exactly.
We have a text here, somebody says, morning. Dylan, please ask Mr. Yusa when the tamales sale will be.
The tamales sale will be on September the 6th. We have tickets available. Nice tamales in Palmar Village. You can get it right on the football field where we will have the sports day on September the 6th. That will be when we are already in the full swing of September, so we'll be in the celebration. Festivities.
September 6th is what? September 6th is a Sunday?
Sunday?
It's a Sunday. We usually.
It's a Sunday because 4th is a Friday, am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
Usually we have more time on Sundays because some members work, and Sunday we have time to give to the community. I also want to mention that the streets in the village have been upgraded. They are very nice, well kept, but progress brings a little bit of challenges sometimes, because some people who have vehicles, they want to enjoy the road by speeding away. Actually, a couple nights ago, we had a meeting, and as we were reaching by the end of my street, I saw an 18-wheeler coming in from the direction of the bypass, and the 18-wheeler came blasting fast by the football field. Luckily, it was after 9. And when it reached the end by the football field, it hit a brakes. You just heard the brakes. So we are undertaking an effort to put some bumps in the main roads, the one that leads to the bypass and also the one that leads to the A&R bodega. And so some have been put inside on the road already. And I think this Sunday some more bumps will be put in place in strategic.
May I suggest something?
Yes.
Put up some signs first and foremost. Let the people know that this is a village and there are speed limits within the village. Okay?
Yeah, because if not, then you have to turn the neighborhood watching to a highway patrol.
Well, we have requested for some signs, and hopefully we get it through the OWTC. And we have already told them that we really need some signs, especially stop signs at corners, so that we know where they can yield and so forth.
No man, I tell them I gotta get it for you. Anyway, but guys, I want to commend your efforts on this. I mean, it's taking neighborhood watch to another level, and the best part about listening to all your presentation is the participation of people. That is more important, because I might can't watch all of them, but we could watch each other and know. I mean, this is a good way of community policing, because then you get the neighbors involved. And nobody want harm done to my property or to me. So I guess, what you don't want for me, you don't want for yourself neither. And I just would hope that you all would explain to people exactly what is a neighborhood watch, because I could recall my brother had an experience whereby he get up every morning at 1 o'clock to start working, and they had former neighborhood watch. He said he nearly walked out the lady. He said he heard somebody 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the yard, the back the walk on, and when he got outside the neighbor. What did he do? He said, I had a part of the neighborhood watch team. I had to watch the neighborhood. He said he watched the neighborhood. So it's very important to make explain to people that what this thing about. You know, Emmanuel, because you don't want people to walk and it's so long in the yard 3, 4 in the morning when it's dark.
Yeah, we're not crawling at people.
Anyway, guys, well, thanks for dropping by. We want to tell you that keep us posted on your activities. We support you all because, it's like I say, it's taking it to another level. It's not just, I think with your efforts, we could say, gone are the days where you go in some areas and just see a sign and say, look out, neighborhood watch. The sign can't call nobody. You know, so you are going to take it to another level, and congratulations. And again,
and above all, I think I want to wish you all the success in the world, because this is through the personal initiative that you can get things going in a community. You know, sometimes we sit and we lament and we bemoan the situation as it is, but we don't take it any further than that, rather than just lamenting and complaining. So when we hear people like you commenting and saying we are taking this to another level, which through an initiative we are going to, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do the other, then I think that, I must applaud you, because, like I said, it is through the personal initiative, and then one, you're forming a team, and there's nothing stronger than when you work as a team. You take a pencil, it's easy to break. Pow. You take 6, 10 pencils, it's very difficult to break. So whenever you work as a team, it's always good, because that gives you strength.
Okay, so one last time, we'd like to invite each and everyone to come out to the High Five nightclub this Friday night, because all proceeds at the gate are going to go towards the building of our official police booth in Palmar. This is in collaboration with High Five, the standard bearer, Mr. Elodia Aragon Jr., and the Jaguars Neighborhood Watch of San Jose Palmar. So the invitation is there.
Compañeros, ya lo escucharon ahí, es una noche de disco este viernes 28 de agosto. En realidad debe ser una noche bastante llena de diversión. Esta es una invitación, este es el cover cost, $10, $10 por la entrada, y todo esto es para recaudar fondos, para edificar, construir, como lo quieras decir, un edificio pequeño donde se pueda instalar un oficial de la policía, porque en realidad ellos ya están en su programa de Neighborhood Watch. Entonces, considerando los riesgos que llevan, entonces sería excelente idea tener la presencia de un oficial ahí. Entonces, pero no hay dónde ponerlos, no hay dónde instalarlos. Así que esto es una buena iniciativa, necesitamos apoyarlos, y al final del día es para la seguridad de toda nuestra comunidad, de toda nuestra gente, pero sobre todo mostrando un ejemplo para los demás de comunidades que sí, con el apoyo de todos, se pueden lograr nuestros objetivos.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. We want to say again, thank you for dropping by. We keep us posted on the activities. It's exactly 7:46. Up next, we'll be joined by Mr. Elodia Aragon Jr. Let's take a commercial break. This is the Sugar City Morning Show.
Miss, you could please help me?
Sure. How can I help?
We want the big plan, and I want it on my phone, and I want a lot of text,
and I need to talk to my girls there, so I need a lot of minutes.
I just need her to left me alone, so please help, please.
Okay, I know just what you need. With our new combo plan for only $189, you get 1,200 minutes, 1,200 texts, 7 gigabytes of free 4G data, 500 bonus minutes, and free weekends. And you get to share it with 5 numbers. So you have space for one more.
My.
With Digitel's new combo plans, you can now have it all. More talk, more text, more data, less money. Come into the office. It's easier than you think. So go postpaid.
Get more, do more, love more, live more. With Digicel.
It's the Aragon's Christmas Cup 2015 with cash prizes, and more excitement in the Aragon's Christmas Cup 2015. Beautiful trophies, and much more excitement, along with medals. Marathon starts on September 6, 2015. Competition starts on September 13, 2015. First prize, $5,000, team trophy and individual medals. Second prize, $3,000, team trophy and individual medals. And third prize, $1,000 and team trophy. Deadline for registration, August 28th. Registration per team, only $500. Contact Carlos Umania, Mundo Canol, and Rachel Dominguez.
Play the new Make Me Rich lottery game, where prepaid users have a chance to win up to $500,000. To get rich, text your numbers to 7424. Choose 5 balls, 4 cool balls between 1 to 40, and 1 hot ball between 1 to 10. Or simply text QP for a quick pick, and 5 numbers will be chosen at random. $3.50 will be automatically deducted from your phone's primary balance, and the digital receipt will be texted back to you. You win $1 phone credit with any matching cool ball, $5 phone credit with any 2 matching cool balls, $50 phone credit with any 3 matching cool balls. Match all 4 and win $5,000 cash. Get all 4 cool balls and the hot ball, and you'll win $500,000. Make Me Rich will text you back to let you know what you won. So tune in 8 p.m. on Mondays and Thursdays to the Make Me Rich game show and get rich.
Make me rich, make me rich, make me rich. This is the game show. Make me rich, make me rich, make me rich.
No, baby. You could go through. I just reached one. You could tell me about your whole day. Alright, and I left nothing out. Okay, babe. I good. You? Okay, cool. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay. Bye. 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 Love you.
Talk is cheap this summer with Digicel. Get 20% off all Digicel to Digicel calls and 10% off when you call those other guys, making it the cheapest calls in the country. No subscription necessary and no preset times. This summer, you decide. Talk more or save more. Either way, you get more with Digicel.
Get more, do more, love more, live more. With Digicel.
Wow, Junior, now nearly time to go buy me number. How we go to shop to buy me number, man? Boy, Junior, time to go, you know. How we go buy me number? Boy, Junior, you see that nearly time? How we go to the store go buy me number? Junior.
You want me to go buy number for you again? Why you not play this new Make Me Rich game? If you play using text messages per your phone, you don't have to leave the house. Plus, you have the chance to win up to $500,000.
$500,000?
Yes, come back and show you.
It's so easy. But why you never tell me about this last time?
I'm gonna try.
Junior. Oh, sit down. Make Me Rich show the command. I don't buy me numbers, boy. Boy, come on.
Make me rich. This is the game show. Make me rich, make me rich, make me rich.
From the belly of the beast.
I am a standard bearer for the People's United Party. There was no doubt that we were ejected, we were fired. My job is to educate my people, engage them, and assure them they will not be voting back the same PUP, and that the same managers in charge of the irregularities then won't be in the saddle, namely the Honorable Said Musa and Mr. Ralph Fonseca. My leader is Francis Fonseca, can you assure us that although your name is Fonseca, that Ralph Fonseca won't be back in the saddle when you win?
I am the deputy party leader of this party. We take counsel from anybody that's willing to offering it, including Ralph Fonseca. He is an honorable man. I am not fearful of Said Musa's recommendations or advice to us. I want it. In fact, I seek it out. And that is the kind of solid foundation that we need to build on.
I am convinced that people do not want to see those same principles back in the saddle.
We're looking at mean electricity rate of 35 cents for the period from July 1st, 2015 to June 30th, 2016. This represents a 15.24% decrease in the mean electricity rates.
Have rates ever been this low?
I recall back in the early 80s, electricity was about 41, 43 cents in that range. But this is the first time that, yes, rates will have dipped this low officially.
Here with you, Emmanuel Martinez, and we have in our presence Mr. Eloy Aragon Jr.
Bienvenido.
Good morning and
Gusto
welcome.
siempre tenerte aquí.
Wednesday, I must say again.
Como diría mi madre, religiosamente los miércoles
Very
aquí está.
few politicians keep up their word, boy.
Buenos días a todos.
It's a new breed of politician.
Y si es una indicación de su dedicación, entonces ya estoy convencido de eso.
That's good. Good to be here. It's always a pleasure. No? Good morning to our radio listeners and TV viewers across this country, and especially to our people here in Orange Walk. No?
Sí.
It's a pleasure, un placer para estar acá. And I hope that for the rest of we could discuss some good things that are happening. No?
And I know, Mr. Aragon, that you always come prepared with your long list of activities that you'd like to expound on and to inform the people, because at the end of the day, you always keep yourself busy with these projects, trying to make a difference in people's lives. So, and I can see, from what I can see, that you do have a long list of
a few things
pointers that you'd like to discuss. So,
sure, man, sure. Well, I think the Neighborhood Watch committee from Palmar just came off, and they were here for the first segment, and I'll tell you.
Let me interrupt you and take this call. Sorry. Sugar City Morning Show, hello?
Hello, Dylan.
Yes.
Good morning, everybody in Channel 10.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. I hear you happy?
Yes, I'm happy. My boss, Don Reed.
Don Reed, I hear boss to pick up picnic at Champion.
Oh, yes. Passing 6:45 in the morning, and yeah.
So all the students gone in the bus, nobody has to ride bike again. Thanks to Mr. Aragon that is delivering a lot in Champaridge.
Call election now.
Call election now. No, 2 things left.
2 things left?
Yeah.
What left?
The lights. They called me for the lights last night. And guess what else?
What else?
Tell me, what else?
The road.
The road.
Calm down. What?
So we will do like the Iceman, like how the Iceman said. Moleste niños.
Moleste.
So we will molest the tears now to Mr. Aragon.
Ay.
Poco a poco se pela el coco.
All right.
Poco se pela el coco. Después de que el señor esté ministro, primer cosa va a ser el camino.
Nada de conocer al ministro, right now.
All right, then.
Gracias, gracias.
He delivers, all right, good.
He delivers.
Yeah. Gracias.
I'm glad she
Thank
in
you.
my constituency because she sound like one and they went.
Warrior.
No man,
Stay up on
definitely. She's always working and along with the
Susie?
committee. Yes, with the committee in Champa Ridge, you know.
I saw her post yesterday, and I was quite, I was quite glad because at the end of the day, it's I'm sorry for the word, but it's a hell to walk all the way from
No man,
Champa Ridge,
no man.
or for a long stretch,
Yeah.
or even if you got your lead bike, you know. But it's so much better now.
Yeah.
You have made a difference there, Mr. Aragon.
Definitely, and I feel so good about that. I'll tell you, you know, what happened is that, and it's not only Carmelita. That is part of what I wanted to announce. It's not only about Champa Ridge, it's about Carmelita Village. We got a bus run for Carmelita
Also,
Village.
Champa Ridge is not the only one. You also have it in
for the
Carmelita.
school year. Yes, definitely. We got the bus run leaves Carmelita. Will leave every day at 6:30 for the students for high school. And then that same bus passes in Champa Ridge and picks up the students there at 6:45, 6:50, and then takes them to the high school.
So it's the very same bus that begins the road begins in Carmelita, picks up people in Champa Ridge, and then comes to town.
Yeah, and this is something that we've been working for a long time. I think from last year I had gotten the amount of parents to follow with the signatures and the name of the students that were coming to high school. We did a survey to find out, and after that I took and we drafted up a letter and sent it to the Ministry of Education from last year, and made a request for that to happen. And you know, that just sending the letter is only one part of things. Along with that, we have to stay behind the minister, and I'll tell you, I've been behind minister for a while now in terms of these at the Ministry of Education, and I am glad to know that things have finally came true for them for this school year, and it makes me feel so proud, you know, because I know the distance from Carmelita. It's a cost. You might not think about it, but every day the child has to come out, catch the bus.
Did you do some sort of assessment as to the amount of students that would be using them?
Yes, definitely. We did an assessment on both of them, and we are still looking at the assessment because definitely we want to ensure that
that if there is a need for
more and stuff like that. Yes. And also right now, what we look at, well, today is the first day that the bus made the first run today.
So there's going to be like a trial.
Yes, so right? we are seeing, and you know, I think you know, you have they'll adjust in terms of, you know, they are meeting up at certain spots where the kids will come out.
Yes, conveniently having to pick up people.
And people have to get used to that at a certain time the bus will be here.
Right.
So all of these things, I think before the end of this week, everything will be worked out. But the good thing about this is that people in Champa Ridge, for instance, and Carmelita, and I could tell you about Champa Ridge because you have a lot of the students who had to ride their bikes from there, you know, had to ride their bikes from Champa Ridge to come to school. And you're not talking about when it's raining, when the road condition is bad.
That is a particular situation there. I said when it's raining, cuando está lloviendo, when you know you go like, should I go? Should I miss my class? What should I do?
And some of the kids I get to understand from the campaign that I've done out there, they visit some parents and Mr. Aragon, by the time the kid reach home, he don't wet up and that he has to come back home. So he missed the day, you know. But I'm hoping that, you know, since we have gotten this bus run, it will alleviate a lot of those issues. And I think that it goes a long way because it's assisting and promoting what this government has always said. It's about education, it's about our young people, and it's about good investment. So when I told the Minister of Education, I said this is something we need. When I spoke to Ms. Carla Alvarez, this thing we have been asking for this for quite some time, and I'm so glad that we have gotten this now for Carmelita and Champa Ridge. And definitely, you know, I got other villages like Tower Hill. I know Tower Hill will be asking, but I've already been preempting that, and I'm trying to see what else we can do to get Tower Hill to come. So I need to tie down with a census quickly to find out how many students for high school and see what we could put in place. But I'm already looking at that right now.
Somebody said there is still one thing left to do, but it is you to the people demand. The people must demand for resignation of Marco Tulio Mendes.
Yeah. Well, you know, that will always be there. And, you know, it's so sad because so much work, so much things more could be done, you know, with the resources that Mr. Mendes is getting. But, you know, like I've always said to me that that's a dead issue for me in terms of him. I think he will be left to deal with the public, you know. Right? But definitely, you know, like I said, man, it was great news when I got the information that our request went, because I was back and forth with the Ministry of Education just before the school started with Miss Carla Alvarez, trying to tie things down, sending them the letters again
she's the
and the
education
requests,
officer.
right? And you know, finally, you know, when I got the news that it was approved and it would start, you know, that was good news for me, because definitely I know the need in this, and I know the impact it will have on the lives of many students going to high school.
Previously, some of the students used to catch buses, but used to catch the public buses.
Right.
Am I right?
Right.
So
Or
there's
ride on
also
their
a
bikes and stuff.
financial benefit
Of course,
to the students.
Of course,
right?
definitely.
Because rather than having to pay the one, and I don't think that from Carmelita to Orange Walk, that's 75 cents and dollar neither. I don't know what.
No, and I don't really know the cost from here, but I don't think it's that much, but it adds up. If you add that up for 5 days and then you add that for the month, it's a burden now on the parents.
Easily in
likewise.
excess of $30-40.
Yeah, and then you have to worry if your child has to ride bike or whatever the case may be, especially from Champers, because I know a lot of kids who ride their bikes from there.
Is this only in the morning and in the afternoon?
Yes,
back in the afternoon.
right.
Is it? And then for lunch?
No, I don't
all
think
right.
it's only in the morning.
It's
and
only
evening.
in the morning.
Get
and
you
in
to
the
school
evening.
and back.
Right.
Get you to school and back
Right.
home. So you take care of your lunch.
Right.
If you're far enough, it's obviously inconceivable that you'd want to come back.
Yeah.
You have to make arrangements for your
And
lunch.
I do think that they have made arrangements in terms of their own food and stuff.
Yes,
So,
that's-
but this is a big
stands
help.
perfectly to reason.
Definitely, and I'm glad for that. Very glad about it, because it's been some time, and like I've always asked people, together we have to push on it. We can't sit back and say, well, we don't have no boss. So if we need it and there's a real need, then let us put it together in writing. And I'll tell you, when we set it up to the ministry couldn't say, well, you know what, I had names of parents, the student names, so I could justify the need for a bus.
And I must mention again, these are the kind of initiative that must be applauded and must be commended coming from you, because muy poca gente toma. A little while ago, estaba comentando acerca de esto. Sometimes we complain, we bemoan the facts, the situation as it is, we complain, but we don't go one step forward to try to change the situation. And this is where you come in. You come in with all that commitment, all that desire, all that spirit for work, and you take that initiative to another level, and you make things happen. And this is the reason why I think that you are so popular in your area, and I'm sure that people will support you and will vote for you the next coming election, because you are a man of your word. When you say we undo this, that because we undo it.
Yeah, well, definitely, I have to thank a lot of experience too that I've had in terms of working within the public service and stuff.
I guess that's a
I have a
revealing
good
of
idea
that,
as to
right?
how things work within the public service, how you're pitching your proposals and all these things, and it has helped me a lot, and I try to put that to good use in making things happen in the East, But like I said again, we have to big up. I want to really take time right now and big up the committees. For instance, in Champaridge and Carmelita, our committees that are there, the UDP committees that we have established in these areas. I mean, I'll tell you, they are doing a splendid job. Because without having our people getting the names, because I'll tell you, I can't do everything. So I have
Also
to
had
depend
people
on
on the
people.
ground
Of course,
checking all of
we have the
these things.
people,
¿Cuántos
Susie
estudiantes
and
van a
others
usar el
people,
el autobús?
and our people who are out there working to find out the names of students who are coming, who would be coming to school. Carmelita, the same. I have to big up everybody in our Carmelita committee, because getting these names together and being able to submit now, with putting it together. And because I'll tell you, the groundwork needs to be done. We need to know which students are coming to school, how many of them, etc., and then we put it together. And I'll tell you, I want to big up all our committees, not only Champaridge and Carmelita for the bus run that we have gotten, but also you're looking at Santa Marta for the work that we have been doing there, Palmar, the work that they have been doing there, Tower Hill, the work that we are getting done there in terms of the community center and all these things. I really want to big up our committees, the UDP and Village Council, personnel that are there, the people who are within our committees in these respective villages. These are the people that are really making things happen, because they are the ones that come and say, Mr. Aragon, we're having an issue here. This is what concern of the village. You know, I'll tell you that when I look at the needs, then I don't live in these villages per se. These are the people who live there. These are the people who know what's happening.
Who are living it and feeling it.
Exactly. So they are the ones that come and say, Mr. Aragon, this is my issue, what we have, what can we do? And then right there, we look at it and say, you know what, let's try to see what we can do about this. And then that is where, you know, we come together, put it together, and make it happen. And
good morning.
Definitely, you know.
Special thanks to Mr. Lord Aragon. Big up to him. Remember, he's not the minister, but he delivers for Champarish. Big up from Rick Torres.
Yeah, good man.
Also saying good morning, Mr. Aragon. Nice work. You're doing just the bus. You're doing just the bus is only for students right now and not workers, right?
Yeah, only for students. Only for students.
Questions.
Only for students.
Just a question. It says only for students and not workers. So it's only for students.
Yeah, high school. Yeah.
And so you're telling me there was enough students in that area to fill that bus?
Definitely. Well, yeah, for the 2 areas, definitely, I am confident that that bus is full. And we might have to be looking for another bus.
Exactly.
But, you know, at least we have started with one, and I am sure the students will be using that bus without a doubt, because that's what I was reported this morning. I checked, they said, yeah, all our students boarded the bus. So I am glad to know that it is having an impact, and we are looking at what else can be done in terms of that, you know. And like I said, we have to pick up the committees, man. You know, without them, I wouldn't get that support. And you know, having those committees in the respective villages they are assisting me greatly to getting the work
They
done.
are the people who make all the difference for you.
Exactly.
Because
and
they are the ones who do
them,
the groundwork. And I mean, you have to pick them up, Mr. Aragon. And if you want to take them out, to pick them up.
Definitely,
you know,
man. Well, that is what I'm doing right now, because I'll tell you, you know, I mean, there's so much thing. The East is so big. I was talking to a good friend yesterday, and you know, discussions and stuff, and he said, well, Mr. Aragon, you're not dropped by yet. And the truth is, sometimes if you're passing, you're not at home, you know, you might figure out no pass through your neighborhood. Or other times, the reality is that the East is big. We have 5 villages. And then you have the big part of town. And you know, when you pass and you're meeting people, it takes time because people talk to you, you know, and you're having a good conversation, seeing how things going and listening to their concern. Time goes by so fast, you know. But definitely having the committees assists greatly, because then they are the ones that come up with the issues and say, Mr. Aragon, we need lighting in this area. And I said, good, well, do me this. If you could get me the license number and the lamppost of the lamppost and the area where it is, let us put it together so I could put a proper proposal and send it up to the cabinet.
Give all information as well. You have to get the tagging.
Yeah, we need those information, and that is what I've been working on, because I'll tell you, I've been in the villages, and the expansion of light is a very important thing for citizens. It's about security. It's about safety for our people. It's about people being able to have access to lights, to electricity. And in this day and age, I mean,
you said it.
You need
Given this day and age, I mean, it doesn't come as a luxury. It comes as
a necessity.
As a necessity.
And I will tell you that when I look at it, sometimes it's easier for me to open a road than to get a light going, you know, because of the complications in light expansion, in what the contract with, I don't know if it's with the Ministry of Finance and BEL, but the fact is that what we have to do is put it together on a budget, put it together and present it as a part of an expansion. So
do you have an electrical expansion program in place right now?
Right now, at this point in time, I know that UNICEF, I think, if I'm not, no, was it UNICEF? I think, along with government, who had a light expansion program to get light electricity to people's home. But what we are looking at is these are the lights that the villages need.
Okay,
and so what we are working on right now, I have gotten from the Neighborhood Watch Committee that was here, they have submitted to me a thorough list in terms of the lights in the villages that need street lights, etc. Right? And
those are paid. The consumption, the electrical consumption for those is paid by government.
And you know, and that is why it gets a little difficult in trying. You just go out, expand with one light doesn't. What I'm going to do to get one light, I guess it's easier for us to budget and try to get in a project to expand some lights, because it's not only Palmar. You have Carmelita, roads in Carmelita that need lights. Because the villages have been expanding, even our town. Right now, if you look back Pasadena area way back, like where street area, there are need for lights there too. And I know it. I know these issues. And what I'm trying to do is put something together, and hopefully I could present it to the Prime Minister, and maybe they could then budget that in for the new financial year, so that hopefully by next year we could maybe have hopes that we will get the approval for those things. And it's about putting it together. And you know, with the committees have been doing a splendid job assisting me in that, trying to find where these lights are, because you know, easy. I think if you have one light that is burnt, it's easy for BL to fix that, because that is already being paid for. But to put a light where no light exists, that is where the challenge comes in.
That's exactly, because then that's where BL puts up these hefty charges of, you know, line extensions, and you have to talk about the posts, and you have to talk about the transformers, and easily the bill goes up to 50, 60, sometimes $100,000. Very simply. And you question, good lad, only 2 houses down there. How them people, you know, are going to possibly be able to pay that?
So these are some of the challenges we have. But again, big up the committees that we have for all the work they have been doing, all the support they have been giving us here in Orange Walk. And you know, and without their support, you know, I mean, a lot of these things wouldn't be possible. So I want to big up everybody in the committees that we have throughout the East, you know.
Somebody say, morning, he said, Dylan, only chamber, you got 30 students.
Yeah.
Then I have another text here that says, allow me, General. It says, morning, thanks to the government of Belize, because in San Pablo, San Luis, San Roman, there's free bus for this air. Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Thanks to the government of Belize, and thanks to the air representative, Honorable Gaspar Vega.
Yeah.
Because if they don't put it in,
we have to say the push on it, and I'll tell you, it's been a while. I've been pushing for this from when I got in, you know, and I'm so glad that we get it.
All of these people who live, like, this is Boundary, this is the Choir Streets, right?
Yeah.
You're responsible really for all of this section.
Everything, all of that.
It's a huge
area. All the other villages that we have, it's a big area. Very big. You know,
almost as big as,
you know, like I've always told people, you know, they could trust on me that maybe they not see me every day than a host, but I out there to work day in and day out to get things going for the community that we live in. And you know, to me, at the end of the day, I always tell people, you know, I hope you look at the work that I do, because that is what I am doing to show.
And even if you're not there presently with them, that sometimes they need to look at the bigger picture, because you're doing something that is going to affect them directly or indirectly. Of course,
that's right. And I look at these things and where the needs are, then and the priorities are. That is where we look to focus on. For instance, in Santa Marta, right now we are looking to assist with some lots that we'll give out to the villages, to the village of Santa Marta specifically. And definitely we have to go about doing it the right way. Gone are the days that you're just going to give away lots out because you know certain people, and then you end up with a family having 6 lots because they are well known. We have to give lots in a manner that reaches out to the people who really need the land. You know, like I've always said, we have to put criteria in certain things. If you're married and you don't have one land, you are priority number 1, man. You already have a family and you don't have no land. You need one land. So we have to look out for people like that. People who have never owned a land before, they're now 18 or still in the parents' home and don't have a land. We need to give them one land. You understand? So there have to be criteria to that, and these are some of the things that we clash with people who want to say, well, you know what, this is what I want to do, and just give it out. No, man, we can't allow those things, and I am always there to look at what is best for the people, and so these are some of the challenges we meet in the villages, but I'm always grateful that we at the end of the day, we get the support of the people to do the right thing, because that is important for me, getting the right thing done for our people. You know, because it's easy for me to follow status quo and say, or allow the chairman just to do what he wants. No. We want it to be done right. And, you know,
in a responsible
exactly, and that is what I stand for in terms of looking at doing what is necessary to move things properly in Orange Walk East. And you know, so I feel so proud when we get these successes in terms like the bus run and the other projects that are coming on stream. You know, I feel so good about it. Yeah.
Sugar City Morning Show, hello.
Yeah, morning, Dylan.
Morning.
Morning, Mr. Martinez.
Good morning to you.
Morning, our future area rep, Mr. Eloja Rabon Jr.
Morning.
That's right.
Yeah, I am calling from Champagne, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Rabon, forgive you A heartfelt thanks for the bus that you provide us for the students so that they could travel to and from Orange. We could see that you have a vision for this village, and I hope that we keep up this job together, yourself and our community, right?
Definitely.
And we could see improvement in this village. Under your leadership, this village is no longer abandoned. We could see a lot of projects going on. The streets, the racetrack, our complex that will soon be finished, right?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Aragon.
Sure, man.
Yeah, man.
No problem.
Thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you. And they also have a community center that was building the last time we were there.
Yeah.
Is that?
That is going up, and next week when I come, because this week what I will do, I will go from village to village again, and we're going to get updated pictures, because I want people to see where we started and where we are right now. And I tell you, we are well advanced in many of these places. So
we're more than glad
I will
to
come
go
back
with
and really highlight some of the, so people could really see the difference of where we are, you know. But then,
somebody says here, muchas gracias, Mr. Aragon, Don Aragon, por ayudar Santa Marta. Aunque aquí la mayoría es PUP, pero también habemos gente UDP. Ya era tiempo de un cambio para el bien. That's from Santa Marta. Somebody saying thanks to the government of Belize, Caledonia got student bus. It's really helpful because the village bus was not sufficient. UDP all the way. Thanks. People to big up their party, boy. Mr. Aragon, somebody asking if you'll be working in the office today.
I will drop by there for a while. What is happening? We're on the final leg of registration and transfers. Well, not transfers, sorry. And I've been out there touching base with people.
See, today.
Yeah. And
tomorrow,
last week and
Friday,
then Monday.
Saturday, and then Monday. So 5 days.
We got 5 days more, you know.
I think it's the same person calling back. Let us see you. Apologize if we cut your call. Yeah, but we're not calling back. We'll take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll jump into some images and some other stuff we want to discuss here.
Sure, man.
And then hopefully I am, with all everything good way to say what I wait for here, the latest update on Guadalupe Street. Take a break.
We therefore unequivocally maintain that the boundary between the two countries is the mid-channel of the Sarstoon River, so acknowledged from time immemorial and stated in the 1859 treaty. And we accordingly continue to declare that we are sovereign over our half of the Sarstoon River. We say this, we mean this, we will never change this. And as it is with the Sarstoon, so it is with all of Belize. This territory is ours, the entire 8,867 square miles of it. And our sovereignty over our country, which not only our military, but ultimately all of us are prepared to defend to the death, is unalterable, unshakable, immovable.
God's goodness gave this land to me to honor and to love.
Health still has the best text bundles in the country, because now you can text even more for the same great price. With our new $2, $5, and $15 bundles, Digicel still has the best text deals in Belize. Just dial *767 to get your bundles so you can text a little or text a lot, but you'll always text more with Digicel.
The transformation continues as the government of Belize is now embarking on a massive rollout of Petro-Caribe funds to rural communities countrywide. Contracts have been signed for works to commence in several villages in the coming weeks, and that is just the beginning.
Petro-Caribe is coming to Trial Farm and Ladyville and San Narciso and Bella Vista and Sokots and Independence and Esperanza and Bullet Tree and Carmelita, and it will not stop until every village constituency in the entire country would have received its fair share of Petro Caribe.
Transforming lives, transforming beliefs, a government for all.
Buster. They see you and how you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things ever run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
They say winning isn't everything. They say big man can't jump. They say there's not a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But let me tell you something. Winning is the way. Winning can change your life. Winning makes all the difference. But you gotta play the game to win the game. The Make Me Lotto game. Buy your tickets today.
You know your baby is happy when wearing baby pampers. Baby pampers.
Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Un error ahí con los aparatos y los botones. En realidad, nuestras disculpas ahí. Pero estamos de vuelta y estamos platicando con el señor Elodio Aragón. Y él es el abanderado del Partido Unido Democrático para la División Este. Señor Aragón, Mr. Aragón, you've been working in all of the villages. We mentioned a little while ago, and there was a caller who called a little while ago and said, Santa Marta, you're working there, traditionally a PUP village, pero estás trabajando ahí, estás tratando de hacer una gran diferencia para la gente. Ojalá y la gente esté abriendo los ojos y esté viendo el compromiso que tú tienes para la gente y tu deseo de hacer cambios para ellos. Y eso también demuestra que al final del día, no obstante el hecho que son PUP, tú estás ahí para atender a toda la gente, pero con el deseo de que finalmente la gente se dé cuenta de que tú estás ahí para su interés de la gente, no por el tuyo, pero por el de ellos, que finalmente tú estás ahí atendiendo las necesidades de la gente y en particular, ¿qué ha sido tu envolvimiento en Santa Marta?
Estamos haciendo mucho trabajo ya. Yo pienso que la gente de Santa Marta lo puede ver, pueden ver los caminos que hemos hecho en Santa Marta, en el pueblo mismo. Y también estamos trabajando en el centro comunal. de Santa Marta, un centro que nunca tenían, un centro que va a trabajar como un albergue
Un albergue para huracanes.
para huracán. Y también vamos a tener un computer lab.
Y eso previamente no lo tenían, ¿verdad?
No lo tenían.
Así que estos son cambios fuertes para la aldea.
Sí, y son cosas que yo pienso que va a trabajar muy bien para la gente de la aldea. Y bastante también ves cuando ves la carretera de Orange Walk en Santa Marta, estaba muy mal hace
¿Has
2 años.
hecho reparaciones a
Hemos
esa
hecho
carretera?
bastante trabajo allá, siempre necesitamos cada año para trabajar en esas carreteras, ¿no? Pero hay bastante cosas que estamos viendo para Santa Marta y al fin del día, como digo la gente, cuando los veo, hablo con ellos, les digo, tienen que ver qué esta aldea quiere, qué necesita y ver quién está trabajando para la aldea, porque al fin del día, sí, la gente dice, pues, Santa Marta es una aldea que fue PUP, pero al fin del día yo lo veo como la gente necesitando un líder fuerte que va a trabajar para esa área. Y yo pienso al fin del día la gente va a decidir en quién quiere para esa
¿Tú estás
área.
confiado con el hecho que al final del día ellos van a estar convencidos de que el actual representante bajo el PUP no ha hecho nada para Santa Marta? Y tú, representando el UDP y no siendo representante, pero siendo simplemente un abanderado, has estado haciendo mucho más que el actual representante, que no hace absolutamente nada, y que estás convencido tú entonces de que vas a poder eventualmente poco a poco ganarles la confianza.
Exacto.
Para que finalmente digan, el señor Aragón, él ha hecho esto para Santa Marta.
Exacto. Para mí la comunidad es muy importante en cada aldea. En Santa Marta, como la gente me dice, Mr. Aragón, pues para mí la comunidad es la comunidad. Y la necesidad es real. Y si vamos a ayudar y estamos serios para trabajar con la gente, para mover la aldea adelante, vamos a tener que hacer las cosas para la gente, para la comunidad de esa aldea, sean PUP o UDP. Yo pienso que si la gente te da una oportunidad para servir, tienes que servir a todos.
Claro.
Y en esas cosas, como hablé de los terrenos en Santa Marta, es algo que
Cuéntanos
estoy viendo,
acerca de eso.
que no es algo que voy allá y solo vamos a dejar que el PUP chairman allá decide pues quién va a conseguir. Eso no va a trabajar así.
No va a trabajar.
Tenemos que hacerlo en una manera que va a beneficiar a todos en esa aldea, la gente que sí lo necesita. Y como te digo, tenemos que poner un criterio.
Un criterio, ajá.
¿Cómo lo vamos a hacer? Y eso vamos a tener que ver a la gente quien sí lo necesita primero. Gentes que ya están casados y no tienen a dónde vivir. Esas son prioridades número uno.
Absolutamente, si no tienes dónde ir, te están metiendo todos, achocados todos en el mismo patio, en la misma casa, porque no tienen ese privilegio de poder decir, este es mi terreno, voy a construir mi casita ahí.
Y también la gente que nunca han tenido un lote para ellos, ellos son prioridades también. Y yo pienso, ellos tienen que venir adelante, sea PUP o, no, o UDP. Al fin del día, esto es la cosa correcta que debemos de hacer.
Y para mí es un derecho que tienen todos como beliceños.
Exactamente, y eso queremos hacer. Y al fin del día yo digo, la gente sí sabe si quieren progresar o queremos regresar al pasado. Y no queremos regresar en los días que no ven desarrollo en sus aldeas. Al fin del día yo pienso que la gente va a ver, la gente escucha, sabe qué está pasando y al fin del día la gente va a hacer esa decisión y ojalá que es una decisión para el progreso. Y en eso al fin del día le digo a la gente, tú sabes el trabajo que estamos haciendo, ustedes saben el trabajo que el PUP ha hecho allá, comparen y al fin del día yo sí sé que la gente va a ver la luz.
¿Tú crees que simplemente es un llamado a la conciencia de la gente? Porque
Sí,
si
de
hacen
verdad,
conciencia de ello, claramente se van a dar cuenta que han estado abandonados con el PUP por los últimos años.
Y el PUP solo ha usado a la gente en esas aldeas, right? Prometen y prometen las cosas y nunca nada pasa. He hablado con bastante gente en Santa Marta porque he visitado ya casa a casa. So, siempre tengo unas personas para visitar, pero con tiempo voy a llegar ya para terminar la visita de casa en casa en Santa Marta y puedo decir que bastante gente ellos saben bien qué trabajo han hecho en el pasado y por quién y quién está trabajando ahorita para ellos. Y saben bien exactamente qué es, cómo va el progreso en la aldea, quién lo ha hecho, quién lo está haciendo. Y yo pienso que, como le pido a la gente, yo solo quiero que piensen para sí mismos. ¿Right? Y al fin del día ellos saben bien cómo van a ir.
Si al final del día apoyar a un representante que no les hace nada, simplemente bajo el fervor decir, porque soy afiliado a un partido político, no obstante el hecho de que ahí estás tú trabajando para ellos, pues hasta cierto punto yo me atrevo a decir que sería insensato de su parte de ellos votar por alguien que no los tiene en mente y que no les está hecho absolutamente nada para ellos y que al final del día deben de darte el apoyo a ti, que tú estás haciendo grandes cosas en el East Division y que si ellos le dan el apoyo, pues mejores cosas van a venir.
Sí,
¿No es así?
Porque ves, la aldea de Santa Marta necesita bastante trabajo. Allá hay muchas cosas. Tú solo tienes que ver la plaza, el community center que ya estamos haciendo, las carreteras que estaban
y los lotes que se están empezando a distribuir. Y eso son necesidades básicas.
Sí, esa aldea es la aldea más lejos que tenemos de Orange Walk, del este. Y te voy a decir que para muchos años he sido abandonado. Y ahora estamos levantando esa aldea. Y quiero que la gente de Santa Marta sabe, oye, que acá yo estoy para trabajar para ellos. Yo estoy acá para trabajar, para levantar esa aldea, para ver el progreso que va a beneficiar a toda la gente de esa aldea. Y eso quiero. Eso mi visión es que Santa Marta se puede levantar, puede ser una aldea que la gente puede reconocer como una aldea progresiva. Y eso es haciendo el trabajo para mejorar, por ejemplo, las calles en la aldea. Nunca nadie ha hecho ninguna reparación de calle en esa aldea. La gente caminaba en agua.
Hasta que tú llegaste.
La gente ni podía montar su bicicleta bien en esas carreteras. Porque yo he caminado allá. Ni puedes caminar bien porque hay rocas ahí. Tú sabes cómo los calles son allá, estaban allá.
Sí, sí, sí.
Ahora la gente pueden caminar, pueden ver las calles que hemos hecho. Eso es porque yo veo la necesidad de la gente. Y en eso yo voy a trabajar. Voy a trabajar y luchar para que hacemos la mejor cosa que podemos para Santa Marta. Y en eso estamos.
Una preguntita te tengo, simplemente. Santa Marta tiene su propia escuela, que es católica, de gubernamental, de gobierno. Sí. Pero obviamente las personas que quieran avanzar su escuela, su educación, tienen que venir aquí al pueblo o ir a donde ellos opten, la ciudad de Belice, donde sea, para su high school. Así es. Entonces, hay un vínculo, hay alguna autobús, camión, como quiero referir, que los pasa a recoger.
Santa Marta sí tiene su bus para estudiantes.
Actualmente ya lo tienen.
Lo tienen.
Esa era mi pregunta.
Ya lo tienen y eso está bien con ellos ahorita.
Muy bien.
Así tenemos más trabajo para hacer porque yo estaba ya para la graduación que tenían este año. Y solo solo tenía como 6 niños que iban a venir a high school. 6 a 4 niños que iban a 6 niños que iban a venir a high school. De la graduación que tenían de primary school. Yo digo que yo iba a querer ver más
exactamente
de Santa Marta.
¿Cómo se puede cambiar esto, señor Aragón?
Yo pienso
¿será que quizás al día piensan que no sea necesario? ¿Qué es la situación?
Pues yo pienso que la oportunidad también. Yo pienso que necesitamos a ver cómo más apoyo podemos hacer en esa aldea para asistir a la gente, para poder mandar sus hijos o niños a high school. Es algo que cuando yo fui allá vi de la necesidad. Tenemos una graduación de primary school muy bien, lindo, bonito.
30, 40 niños
de allá siguen a
continuar su educación.
Y yo pienso que educación es muy importante.
Claro
sea
que
donde cualquier aldea en este país, sea de donde tú vienes, la educación es importante. Y cuando yo lo vi, cuando estaba allá, pues ayudé con los 6 que iban allí. Hice una promesa que íbamos a asistirles un poco con la
Con
asistencia
libros,
que
sí,
estábamos haciendo del gobierno acá. Pero es algo que vi que tenemos que hacer mucho más que eso. Vamos a tener que ver, tal vez poner un programa específicamente para apoyar a la gente que quieren estudiar más en esas aldeas.
Porque el modo que yo lo veo, si es que va a haber cambio, tiene que venir de la juventud.
Sí. Y la educación es importante porque ayuda a la gente para pensar para sí mismo, ayuda para la gente para moverse.
It empowers you.
Empower you, exactly. Y eso es algo importante para mí, porque yo sé el valor de una educación. Yo lo he pasado en mi vida personalmente y lo sé la importancia. Y digo que la gente de Santa Marta necesitamos que mover con más consiguiendo los estudiantes que están graduando de primary school para entrar en high school.
Estimularlos suficientemente para que empiecen a apreciar la oportunidad que tienen y apoyarlos y decir, pues mira, ¿quieres ir a estudiar más? Ven, no, al final del día quizás ellos necesitan convencerse del hecho de que lo necesitan.
Sí, eso también, y no solo eso, también es la
Porque
necesidad.
muchos de los parientes dicen, mientras que chambees en los platanales, todo está bien. Vamos a meterle reata a esta cosa, no tienes que. Pero al final del día, ¿qué sucede? Hay una situación, cambia la situación económica, no hay platanales, lo que sea que suceda, ¿ok? Y te quedas tú sin tu educación.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo pienso también que tenemos que ver en cómo hacer un programa para asistir a la gente allá, porque en veces es necesidad también, porque yo he estado allá y veo que tal vez la familia no puede mandar sus hijos a la escuela, porque sí cuesta dinero.
¿Tú crees que eso es un factor?
Yo pienso que es un factor.
Eso es un factor.
¿A qué nivel no estoy seguro, pero pienso que sí es un factor? Porque he entrado
es un
en las
factor
casas
importante, que
y
te
es
dicen, lo siento, quisiera
que
mandarlo, pero no puedo, no tengo la posición.
Eso
Pues ahí creo que sería una excelente oportunidad para poder darles más atención.
Sí, y eso es hablando con la gente y a ver qué apoyo podemos dar. Pero como les digo, la gente más siendo allá como el representante, más vamos a poder asistir en becas y cosas para mover esa aldea, para el juventud, para conseguir su educación. Y en esas cosas estamos viendo. Pero allá vamos en Santa Marta trabajando, en haciendo esos proyectos que vamos a levantar esa aldea. Y me siento muy bien que las cosas que hemos estado haciendo es algo que está impactando en la comunidad y me siento bien por eso.
¿Te sientes tú satisfecho con lo que has hecho y con los planes que tienes para
¿Qué más vamos a hacer?
Santa Marta? Porque al final del día, de lo que estoy viendo, yo no sé dónde encuentras el tiempo y la energía porque al final del día tu vida está dedicada completamente a atender a la gente. Entonces, aldea, y no es fácil. Te tengo que felicitar, muchachos. Te tengo que felicitar al día de hoy, porque muchos de nosotros venimos a la chamba, ya luego entonces en nuestro tiempo libre hacemos otras cosas y nos vemos que nos hace falta tiempo durante el día hacer todas las cosas que queremos o que necesitamos hacer. Pero tú, teniendo una gran responsabilidad con 5 aldeas, y no son exactamente pequeñas, pero también tienes esta gran porción de pueblo que tienes que atender, y por eso es que esta mañana sentí que tienes muchísimo agradecimiento para esos trabajos de los comités y las comitivas, porque sin esos tú no puedes hacer nada. Es tan importante tener ese apoyo y por eso, de misma forma, pedirles que continúen trabajando y envolver hasta más gente, porque si ahora tienes éxito, ¿qué tal si más gente se envolviera? Entonces aún más éxito tuvieras.
Sí, eso es verdad y por eso estoy agradecido para tener los comités en los respectivos aldeas, ¿no? Y por eso también yo doy el apoyo a los comités que tienen en las aldeas. Por ejemplo, esa mañana teníamos el Neighborhood Watch de Palmar. Yo los apoyo 100% porque sé el trabajo
Y
que
lo
ellos
sienten
quieren
y lo
hacer,
dicen,
right?
okay,
Y
correctamente.
estamos trabajando con ellos porque yo veo que son gente que sí quieren hacer algo para su aldea, sea quien sea. Para
pues,
mí es mientras que tú quieres trabajar, pues juntos
Pues
vamos
tienes
a
que
hacer.
felicitar y estimular la iniciativa que ellos ponen.
Y estoy invitando a toda la gente que quiere salir para el Disco Night que están haciendo.
este viernes, ¿no?
Este viernes.
El 28.
En High Five, que salgan, porque cada $10 que pagan allá en la entrada, ese dinero está yendo para el Police Boot que
Para el
ellos están
Police
haciendo.
Boot que están
Y es algo
construyendo.
bueno, algo que va a hacer mucho para esa aldea de Palmar.
Sí,
Right?
sí.
So
Yo
we are
entiendo.
supporting
Yeah.
them 100%, and we're asking people to come out
It
and
says,
give them that support.
right. So,
you know?
And we're gonna pick up that for during the course of the week. Today, Thursday, and Friday morning. But just quickly, guys, there's going to be a disco night on Friday
At High Five.
at High Five Club this Friday, August 28th. The entrance fee is $10 and all profits towards the Jaguars Neighborhood Watch Palmar. Let me tell you what it's all about. The Neighborhood Watch there has been doing a good job, but at the end of the day, it would be preferable to work along with, not only to have, but to work along with a police officer. And currently,
they're working
there
on
is
that.
no booth for the police officer. So right now, all of the funds that are being raised is to help build the booth. So it's a worthy cause.
And
at
the
the
committee
end
is
of-
working hard in the village. I will tell you that
Exactly.
they're working hard, trying
They're
to do
working,
things.
right.
And that is
and,
why.
and with general assistance for the
Exactly.
people as well. So,
Exactly.
it's a worthy cause, guys, and come out and support this worthy cause. It's only $10 this Friday, August 28th, at the High Five. And this is sponsored by the San Jose Nuevo Palmar Neighborhood Watch.
Right. And anyway, if we move on, I think that definitely give them your support, no? But I also want to just bring up some pictures and stuff.
Certainly.
Just highlight a
Certainly.
few things before
Certainly.
the time is up, no? I think we
Okay.
could, over this last week, I had the pleasure of being with Abdul Jabbar, Karim Abdul
Yeah, the man
Jabbar.
me there. Tell
Yeah,
me.
he was in Belize. I think he spent 2 nights in San Pedro.
I saw him on the news, actually. A very tall man.
Yeah, very tall guy.
What is he,
very
like
nice
7'2" or 7'4"?
Yeah,
or something like
7'2", I think.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
Do you
on
have
the
pictures
thing.
of that,
Yes,
Mr.
we have
Aragon?
some of the pictures here.
There you
So
are.
We were
Okay.
with him, no? A very tall guy, nice guy.
And this is on the road to, on
yeah,
the way to San Pedro?
Right, we took him to Lamanai.
Oh, you took him to Lamanai?
Yeah.
Okay.
He spent basically we did a trip to Lamanai with him, and
Did he express an interest in Orange Walk?
Well, he came here he came and he spent some time in San Pedro, like I said, about 2 days, I think. Then he came to Belize, to Orange Walk now. I met with him and I took him out to Lamanai. When he was coming down, I was trying very, very much to have him meet the students of Orange Walk. I was trying to get him to visit Muffles College and the Technical High School. Just to say hi to the kids, but it wasn't possible due to the time that he had.
The time constraints
and he was with his agent and it just didn't materialize.
It just didn't come through.
And it was something I even wanted to bring him to the studio here just for 5 minutes to tell our people in Orange Walk hi, I tried my best to get him out here.
No.
It just didn't happen. And what he promised, he said that,
there's going to be a following.
He's going to come officially. When he does come, he definitely will come back to Orange Walk for me and see if we could meet with the kids in the high schools. And hopefully we could have him here.
He chose Belize. Did he
Yeah.
tell you why?
Well, I think he's coming here just to basically look at and look at properties and other stuff, right? But I think mostly he's focused in San Pedro. But definitely he told me he'll be coming back and look at what visiting Belize because he loved Belize.
He did?
He loved the people and he loved the scene. I tell you, when we went to Lamanai, he was so impressed at Lamanai. The room
Really?
that was there, yeah. and stuff. So, you know, he told me he's coming back, and I'm hoping that, hopefully, if he does come back, he keeps his promise.
He's already a retired
Yeah.
sportsman, and I gather that he's already in his 60s, right?
Yeah.
62 or something
I
like
think
that.
he's over that, I think, yeah. But or more.
Or more?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not too sure. I don't recall his correct
It was
age, but-
painted as if he was looking for a retirement, someplace to retire and possibly to build a house or to buy a house where we can enjoy, you know.
Yeah. But, you know,
cool
I'm
days and
hoping
cool
that,
nights
that,
and-
that down the road he will return, and hopefully
sure he will.
I will be able to get him back here to Orange Walk to meet with the student, because that is what I
Certainly.
really wanted to do. And I really, when I had the opportunity for him to come, I was trying to arrange it, and I asked, and you know, with the principals at the school, you know, I must apologize to them again that I wasn't able to get him there. But
It was
I
just
tried,
a little
I
touch that
tried.
wasn't there.
Exactly, but I'm hoping that next time around, if he does keep his promise and comes back, definitely I will take him to the schools. But you know, these are some of the opportunities I try to grasp on for people, but they just slip through. But you know, but we move
like
on.
they
right?
say, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, true.
And that makes you gives you peace.
Yeah.
Believe me.
But no problem. And also today I wanted to highlight some of the work that we are doing, which we haven't highlighted through all the tasks that we have done. Like I mentioned earlier to Delon and yourself.
Una cosa es hablar de, otra cosa es verlo.
That's right. I mentioned to you all earlier that we have all the works we are doing in the village. I need to go back again to give you an updated videos
Absolutely.
and updated pictures,
Absolutely.
because where we were last time to what it is now, it's
way
way
advanced.
advanced. And we will be doing that this week. So hopefully next week, Wednesday, I will have these new footage for you guys that we could show to the general public, no?
Can you pass
Yeah.
the telephone? Just press that. Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. Can I get on the show, please?
Yes,
you're on the show. You're live. Go ahead.
Okay, good morning, Emmanuel. Good morning, Elorio.
Good morning.
Hi.
So it's very happy to inform that Kevin are changing the bus route from Guadalupe Street to San Antonio, Feliz Corazon Road to San Antonio, because he's so embarrassed about the Guadalupe Street that now they are using the road built by Petro Caribe, Petro Caribe, so that he can say, okay, the beautiful town of Orange Walk. But this guy have no shame. That's why you're removing the bus run from the Guadalupe Street, because everybody call him and tell him that he's doing a bad job there in Orange Walk. Okay.
Yeah, but then if he does that
Thank
and
you,
he runs
thank
it, if he does that and he runs that through the main town, it's going to congest that part of town, because it's already congested in terms
So
of the
he's
amount of
canceling the bus run that goes through Guadalupe. Which bus run would that be?
Well, all the bus runs that run.
All the bus runs.
I
So
would believe so.
all the even the ADOs and everything.
Well, if that
buses-
is true, I'm not sure if that. Well,
Yeah.
this is the first time I'm hearing it. You know, but it's I guess because going through town right now, where the stoplight is, it's already congested, because everybody takes that road.
Rather than
Everybody's
the other one
avoiding
because of the bad
Guadalupe
situation
Street,
of the street.
Because the good condition of that road that was built by government, I mean, everybody rides it. But that is why I believe it is important that we fix the Guadalupe Street and allow the buses to continue to use that road, because it will alleviate that congestion that is presently there. And if you're having these big buses
very
running through
simple,
there,
rational
it's an
thing
issue.
to do.
Yeah. Well, we're going to fix it. I promise the people of Orange Walk that we'll get it done.
But I
And
gather
we're
that
working
from
on
the
that.
day you came here and then you promised and you showed interest, not only interest, you made a commitment.
That's right.
And but I gather that there were 2 graders on the road there with some men working on it. Was it just a make face kind of little situation
Well,
there?
I don't know
Como
what-
dirías en español, tapar el ojo al macho. O qué sucedió ahí?
I have no idea. I don't know what that was all
But the
about.
work has stopped.
Well, I know the only people who are working on the road right now is BWS. They are upgrading their pipelines. I spoke to Mr. Lino in regards to the timeline as to when they will finish their work, because we can't do any kind of work unless they finish all the water mains. And I was looking at the timing, because from here to December is not a long time. It's a very compact time for me. So I spoke to him and he said, well, Mr. Aragon, I got good news. We will finish all the waterworks by the end of this month.
So by the end of this month,
yes,
August?
by August. So that will be good. That makes it very open for us to look at once we get the approvals in terms of finding the funding, this is where we need to get finding the funding, because definitely I will go to government to assist. But before I go to government, I need to it's all about compromise and diplomatic and
wranglings
outright
and stuff.
begging
Yes,
in terms
yes,
of getting our
yes,
funding.
yes, yes.
But I am confident that going with the business community here first and then approaching government, I have a
ahí tengo que, lo impresionante, lo único que me viene a la mente es felicitarte, pero hacer mención del hecho de que tú estás demostrando todo el esfuerzo para construir o reparar la calle Guadalupe, cuando al final del día es la responsabilidad del Town Council, del concilio. Pero si ellos no lo hacen, alguien lo tiene que hacer, porque es una calle tan transitada e importante, con negocios, y ya estamos escuchando que all the bus runs come through there. As a matter of fact, los autobuses ADEO por ahí pasan también, ¿ok? Todos los autobuses que van viniendo de San Antonio Road, se unen y se van. It's such an important street.
But we'll get it
That
fixed,
street
man. We'll get it
was
fixed.
supposed to have been paved. Es una vergüenza que hasta el día de hoy este concilio no lo ha hecho. A mí, vamos a hablar la neta, es una vergüenza.
Well, definitely the work can't be done in September. And I haven't finalized where the money is going to come from. So
Believe it's going to
September
come.
yeah, it will come. Definitely, I without a doubt, we'll find that money. I already, like I mentioned last week, I think we have already touched base with a couple of businesses, and they have given us the commitment. And I just need to tie in with a couple more, and once I get to a certain
So you are working towards that
definitely
end.
we are already working behind the scenes, tying these things down. The most important part of this is the budget and finding where the money is going to come from. Right now, we already have been getting some commitments, so we are tying that down. And once I get to a figure that I believe is manageable in terms of us lobbying for additional funding, then I will move with that. So those are
So the
things we are
approach that you're
doing right
taking
now.
is raising some funds,
Definitely.
showing that you have the initiative of getting something, doing your part per se, and then saying, look, help me, Anna Papa. You say, we don't raise so much, maybe you can help me with the rest.
That's right. So that is where
Rather
we
than
are
begging
right
for
now.
the whole thing.
And also we are getting our some contractors to come in and give us some quotations and to look at what can be done. So that is where we are. The month of September will give me more time to go around and to tie things down, and then from there, then we will see how things fan out from there. Then I will know exactly how we progress. But definitely, and then we have to bear in mind other factors as rain, etc., that might hold us back if and when the work starts. But definitely, I believe that I made a promise for December, right? For this thing to be finished by December. So work must commence sometime in October and November. So definitely, I'll be working on that. And I am very, very optimistic on it. I am getting good support from the people I've spoken to, the business community, and I see no way we're going to fail on this. It's going to happen one way or the other.
Knowing what I know
And
about
so,
you, that is going to come
It
through.
will happen, and I think it will be something very, very good for our community, because everybody uses that road, and these are the challenges I like to take on, But these are, how would I say it? Definitely, it cannot happen without the support of the business community.
This map here shows that September is the rainiest month for Orange Walk.
Right.
So
So we have to
this
look.
is what has been showing accumulated over the past years, followed closely by the month of October and June. And right now we're in what is called, my father would call the Marga season, August, but it rises dramatically in the month of September. So you're right.
So and then
well, there might be a restriction.
Well, I'm just
there.
hoping that the town council, the mayor, would at least kind of touch up the road, because I know September we have the parade that passes through
Yes,
Guadalupe. I don't know
man.
if he's going to move the parade not pass through Guadalupe Street this year, but I think that he could at least get it so people could walk and not fall on the ground, right? But definitely, I want the public to know that we are going to get this road paved. Work's already been being done behind the scenes in terms of getting our support from our business community, our business partners, and likewise from there, getting the quotations that we are working on right now. And after that, then we come up with a specific plan to match or get these funds going. Once we do that, then we come up with a timeline in terms of how we'll get the work done. I am confident it will happen, and I will definitely be knocking on more doors because, at the end of the day, I believe that the business community could and will and should be assisting us in this. And I do think that if we get their buy-in and their support, then maybe we'll even have to go to the general public, and so that is where we are right now.
Yes.
And definitely we are working on it. And like I said, we promise that before December or by December, we will get this road fixed. And believe me, we will do it, okay? And as we progress, I will bring up some as to where we are going, the progress. But this is where we are right now.
All right. You said that you want to do this some kind of before and after scenario for next week. So you said you're going to be taking some pictures with your crew. And I want to tell you that if you need our assistance, we'll be glad to help. Okay. We're always on board there with you. So in preparation for next week, so that we can actually show the people the before situation and the after situation after you became involved in that project. And also the advancement and the progress on those projects that you have become involved, like the bleachers, the park, the community centers, the roads, and so forth. It's always good to show. Así es como estaba antes, ahora está así. Because no todos trafican el área, pero necesitamos que ellos sepan qué está sucediendo. Que si traficas por ahí, la calle está mucho mejor. Sí. Hay un community center en Tower Hill. Se está construyendo un community center en Santa Marta. Se está haciendo bleachers en Carmelita. Se está haciendo bleachers en Palmar. Tantas cosas, pero queremos ver la evolución para que se pueda vender la idea. Y si es que necesitas nuestra ayuda, con gusto te lo ofrecemos. ¿Alguna otra cosa que quisieras? Ya son casi las 9 de la mañana. Ya estamos a punto de cerrar el programa, compañeros.
Yeah, but definitely, we have, like I said, I had some pictures here, but we could leave that till next where we'll show we'll run over all the 5 villages and the works that are being given an upgrade. But I'd just like to tell our constituent, the people of Orange Walk, that transfers continue. This is the last week for transfers, basically. We have actually, I think, 5 days. Less than 5 days. We have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Monday. And that is it. After that, it is closed. The transfer period will be closed. I asked everybody who is in the East, who are living in the East, if you live there and you're registered in another area, I ask you to come in and transfer to the East. I'm asking for your support. And the only way you could support me at the end of when it comes to the day of election is by giving me
for you to be readily accessible and living there.
Exactly, and so this is the period we have right now for transfers. And so I ask you, if you're thinking about transferring to the East, come in and do that within these days, because after Monday, that's it. You won't be able to transfer no more. No, I'm also asking people, young voters, people who have attained reached the age of 18. If you're 18 and you're not registered, come and register. It's about you having a right to vote. And being registered is the only way you'll be able to exercise your right on election day by voting and making a decision for your country. So I ask if you're 18 right now, come out and get yourself registered, because whenever there's an election, you'll have that opportunity to come out and vote for what you believe is right for your country. And I ask everybody, all those young people, come out and vote, because we have some young people who say, I'm not too interested in politics, etc. But at the end of the day, I always believe that the young people of this country, is the majority of this country, and the young people are the ones who will begin to exercise their right by voting and letting people know that what we want. This is what we want to say. This is the kind of leadership we want for our area. And I do think that the kids of today, the young people of today, know exactly what they want for this country. And I've always asked that you come out and register, and together we will move this country forward, right? So I asked them, if you're 18, come out and register. We never know when an election will be. Some people say it'll be this year, some people say it'll be next year.
Well, only PM knows.
Only the Prime Minister knows.
And I don't think that he has established that for certain. But we have to keep prepared.
That's right. We always have to look at that. So I ask our constituents to continue to give me that support, and we will continue to work for you.
But
and to ensure things move forward
I can almost guarantee you that based from I have been seeing after working with you and chatting with you and being on the ground with you, that the people will undoubtedly support you because they know es una cosa que yo te venga a hacer las 1000 promesas como otras personas lo han hecho, pero completamente otra cosa, venir y cumplir esas promesas. Ahí está la gran diferencia contigo, porque tú has estado y pones y cumples con lo que dices.
Well, that is what we do every day, and get the work done, you know. So I just want to again big up my committees in the respective villages. There, you know, I can't express how glad to know that we have people who within these respective villages are ready to work and get things going on. And you know, it gives me the strength every day to carry on because I tell you, I lean a lot on these committees, you know. And I'm glad
I
for
know
the
you
people
do. I know you do.
who
And
are
I'm
here
sure that
working.
you do.
And together we will continue to make things happen in the East. And because, you know, at the end of the day, I am committed to the East and I'm committed to the people who live in Orange Walk East and this country. So, you know, that is all I have
At the end of
to
the
say
day,
this
boy,
morning.
we're always here, and we will lead you all the way up to victory come election day, whenever that is called. Mr. Aragon, I want to thank you for your involvement on this show. Y a nuestros compañeros que nos escuchan, que nos ven, muchas gracias por la sintonía. Son exactamente 3 minutos luego de las 9 de la mañana. A veces extendemos el show tantito más de lo normal, exactamente cuando tenemos a gente como el señor Alaudio Aragón Jr. aquí, que está explicándonos y actualizándonos acerca de todos los proyectos. Y, mamá mía, qué cantidad de proyectos tiene, por la gran cantidad de gente que vive en el área, y él prestándole atención a todas estas personas con distintos proyectos. Mis felicitaciones. Por último, I'd like to just quickly read a little announcement here. The Belize Red Cross, and this is in reference to the Resilience in America's 2015-2016 activity. It says, cordially invites you, the Belize Red Cross cordially invites you to a community meeting to discuss the continuation of the Resilience in the Americas project for year 2016. The place, Louisiana Government School, Orange Walk District, and this is going to happen on September 3rd at 6 p.m. Now, those persons who know about the Resilience in Americas and activity, please take note. There's going to be another meeting at the Trial Farm Government School on the 2nd September at 6 p.m. and at Blackwater Football Field on the 1st September at 4 p.m. Just a quick note from the Belize Red Cross. Guys, please take note of that. Again, Mr. Aragon, thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
And compañeros, nos vemos mañana. Ya son las 9:05. Ojalá y hayan encontrado nuestro programa interesante. Hemos estado manteniéndoles informados con todos los proyectos que están sucediendo en el este. Es nuestro ferviente deseo que se hayan informado y seguramente nuestro ferviente deseo que nos acompañen mañana con la señora Lupe Magaña Dick, que estará con nosotros mañana, también explicando sobre sus proyectos que está ella haciendo en el sur del distrito, y el viernes entonces con el señor Gaspar Vega, que estará aquí en el show explicando sus proyectos y atendiendo a su gente. Compañeros, que tengan un buen día. Ya con esto nos despedimos. Tengan un buen día. Muchas gracias.